Alright, so we just finished wet sanding this C10. It's all nice and fixed up and ready to be painted on the inside. We just got the brand new official C10 color that we're going to be painting my C10, and it's in this thing right here. So let's go ahead and get it open. We got the new paint gun right there.
Do that while we clean. We'll have to have something to set it on.
Yeah, that's true. So here is the brand new paint gun that we got from Harbor Freight. It is green. I really like the color green. So we were saving it to use it for the paint, and we used the other one for primer right there, as you can tell. So this paint is actually a blue color. I don't know if it's kind of like a lighter midnight blue kind of color, but we mixed it customly by a paint shop. Our local paint shop made it for us, and this is a amazing looking color. So there's the mixture and the color up here. So let's open. Alrighty guys, check this out. This is the official paint color. Hold on. So here's the brand new paint color, and check this out guys. This looks absolutely insane. It has a little bit of pearl in there, and also has metallic in it, and it looks fantastic. It is like a midnight blue on the camera, but actually it's like a kind of like a bright blue. But if you look here, if you see right there, this is what the runs would look like if you got the runs in the paint. So it looked terrible. That's why you gotta get this paint at least perfect. But as you can see, it's really dark, but once you start mixing it up, it would look fantastic. It's really dark though, but it would get lighter once you mix up the rest of the paint. That looks fantastic. And if you notice, there is no metallic at the top because it's all settled at the bottom. So once you stir, it should hopefully get all the metallic evenly spread throughout the paint. Look, you see it change color. That's pretty cool. It's getting lighter now. Yeah, and the paint guy told us that about, let's say 90% of this paint's mixed up with like transparent colors, and the actual pigment that makes it blue was like very small amount, which was pretty cool. Some of the colors shocked me that went into this. Like there was a really bright green that went into this. 3 to 3. Move this box out of the way. Yeah, don't worry, this cup ain't dirty. We have a clean throwaway disposable cup on the inside of that. And look at that nice color. Man, I think that is the perfect color for that truck, to be honest, because I don't know, I just think it looked good when it's a little darker. And also, if we do like tinted windows, I think tinted windows will look really good with this color as well. And we got some of that pearl in there and some of that metallic, so it's going to look amazing once it lays on the truck. But we've never actually sprayed metallic paint before, so this is going to be a first time for us. And well, it's first time for everybody, and we're kind of excited to see how it turns out. I'm also kind of worried too, because this paint was expensive. Well, expensive for us at least. Nope, it ain't spilling at all. That's a good sign. We got a custom paint gun holder. How do y'all like that? This paint stick has dried, and that's exactly what it's going to look like. Let me try to get it to focus somewhere. There you go. And it looks actually pretty good. Of course, we're going to get like clear coat on the truck itself, so it's going to be a whole lot shinier than this, because on the stick it kind of dried a little matte. But of course, that's what the clear coat is for. Down here, it looks pretty good. So hopefully the truck, we can get the paint almost perfect on the outside and almost perfect on the inside as well. Yeah, that's why I was thinking that the metallic was at the bottom. But I can see the pearl. Oh man, it is metallic, ain't it? I see it right there. Dude, it's pretty cool. You really can't see the metallic unless you're out in the sun, which for some reason that didn't click in my mind. So it's kind of funny because I was sitting here like, where is the metallic? Then you just walk outside and there it is. So that's pretty cool too. Yeah, this paint gun was custom built by my dad at his work to hold the gun, which is also pretty cool. We just got the air hose hooked up to the air compressor, and now it's time to take it out over to our makeshift paint booth. So when we actually get a day off to paint the truck itself, the outside, we're gonna wrap this whole entire carport with plastic and seal it in with 2 fans going in and out so that none of the humidity and bugs get into the paint. So all of this would be covered up and it'd be our makeshift paint booth, which would be pretty cool. So basically all we're going to paint right now is actually the interior. We're going to paint the back, and we're going to paint up here and under the dash. That's why we got the steering wheel and the gear shifter all in plastic, and we got the front and the back also in plastic just to prevent overspray from getting on it. But under here we're going to do a little bit of cleaning up, and we're going to put carpet over it, and we do not want to get paint right here, because if we paint it and put carpet over it, it's just going to waste paint, and so we need to save a little bit of money on the paint for the outside. The paint itself cost me like $450, which is actually pretty good, cheaper than O'Reilly's. However, with all the additives like the reducer and the hardener, well, the paint doesn't need hardener, but you know what, other additives, it equaled out to almost $1,000, which is a lot for me and a lot for us. Well, it all led to this moment of truth right here. That's what it's gonna look like, and it looks really good. Oh man. Dude, that looks nice. Oh boy, look at that. That's some good looking color right there. Look at that color right there. Look at that, guys. It has 670, well, that's just a part number. It has a transparent blue ruby metallic fine bright green blue green metallic effect, white and green pearl. So the guy that was doing the paint, he told us that 1 gallon of paint and the reducer will equal out to 1.5 gallons of paint. So that should be good, but this is very, very thin paint. Alright, so this is the second coat that we just got onto the truck, and it looks absolutely amazing already. As you can see, this is a little thin, and you can see a little bit of the dark spots from the imperfections of the primer that we did, and where we sanded it down to the bare metal. However, it's already looking nice, and the temporary clear coat, which is when it's still wet, still looks absolutely amazing, and this is where we can gauge how it would look after the clear coat. So before it dries, it gets kind of matte like this. It's not like a flat matte, but it's more of like a semi-gloss matte. But anyway, once we get the gloss on there, it look fantastic, almost like that. I believe this color, this new color, is going to look a whole lot better than the OEM, which was a very light blue cab, and also the yellow truck itself. So the blue cab, yellow truck. And also they repainted this cab a darker blue as well, but I think this is going to look even better. But it's almost the same actually. That's the old blue paint and that's the new one. We just mixed up a little bit more just to get this side done. We're going back over that and one more time and going back over there one more time as well where we think we missed a little bit. While we're waiting 45 minutes for that paint to kind of cure a little bit, we're going to go ahead and clean out this paint gun and get it ready for a clear coat. And we kind of want to make sure that it's all cleaned out just so that we won't get any trash or any stuff in the paint or the clear coat. So we're just wanting to get that nice and clean. The mix is also 2-in-1 for the clear coat, same as the paint. Well, 33. That'd be that much. That is in fact clear. There it goes. Just got the clear coat all in the bottle. Now it's time to go and spray it. I'm actually excited to see what the paint looks like after it's been sprayed with clear coat. I think it's going to make it look 100 times better because, I don't know, it's going to be a whole lot shinier and bring out the color more instead of it being like a semi-gloss matte color. I think it's going to look absolutely amazing. So let's get into it. And look at that, we finally finished the last clear coat, and this is all finished for the inside of the cab and inside the door jambs. So before we take it out into the sun to let it bake, and we'll get to see what it looks like out in the sun with the metallic, we're actually cleaning out the gun. Okay, well,
They did a wonderful job on this, and give them a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. And also, it's going to be an award-winning car when we get it finished with it. Come on, we need to keep her going. What hit the brakes for? He pushed hard. Watch him.
woo, look at that paint. Look at that.
You have got new gauge and stuff, ain't you, Chris?
See if I could get that on camera. Look at that.
Yeah, he's got. We're gonna order some.
How about the switches for the heater and everything?
Look at that.
I can take. I can clean this up.
You said it takes so long? Beats one.
Yeah,
it
was so hot
that.
today.
Yeah.
We let it go about 15 minutes between each coat,
Yeah.
and then we put a clear on. We let it sit a little longer.
And time got done this other side.
Well guys, it's been a couple of days since the last footage. I actually went out of town and got to see some sport cars and exotic cars like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsche 911s. I even got to see a $5 million Bugatti Chiron. So that was insane, but now we're back and we're ready to work on the truck. So we are going to start off by doing the doors. We're going to get the inside of the doors. We want to sand them down. We already primered them, so we're going to have to wet sand them with like 400, maybe 600 grit sandpaper, and then go over it, let it dry, clean all the grease off, and see about painting it the blue color. We're actually going to be only doing the inside. Then once we get the doors onto the truck, that's when we're actually going to start doing the outside. So, man, this paint still looks amazing. It's still good, and once you shine the light on it, it's nice. Oh man. Alright, so we just got the doors out here. We got one on 2 chairs and those on the horses, and we're going to use this one on the trash can. So this is basically our budget way of doing stuff. We're going to wet sand them all down and then go ahead and see if we can paint them. And I believe that we're going to clear coat them as well. But you see how long they've been stored away with all the spider webs and stuff. Pretty cool. We're gonna have to clean it all off anyway. So we finally got both the fenders all nice taped up with the plastic so we won't get overspray on it. So we're gonna leave those undone because we're gonna paint the other side anyway. The other side still needs some work, but we're gonna paint it after we get it on the truck. So we're not worried about taping them off.
We're gonna go to 5. That much, that ought to be it.
Stop.
My gun's on the back of the...
No leakage. That's good.
That didn't work.
Alright, so we just got the first layer of paint, or first coat, onto everything. But right now he's actually getting the second coat onto the fenders now. It's actually really, really hot out here. So it's drying twice as fast as it's supposed to. We're just now mixing up the clear coat. Well, we actually already got the hardener mixed up with it. It's ready to go into the paint gun. So got the second coat on, so we're going to actually spray it with the clear coat. Got everything all set up. It's actually coming out nice. It's coming out really nice. That is a nice and vibrant color right there. I am going to be standing quite a bit of ways because I don't have a mask to wear. And I don't want to be breathing this clear coat in. So we're going to be doing 2 thick layers of clear coat like we did on the interior of the cab, just to make sure that it's all nice and shiny. It also helps protect the paint from like rocks and stuff as well. Just a little bit. Here it is. This is the finished product with 2 thick coats of clear, and the paint itself, I think it looks really nice. And if you back up, you can see the metallic flakes. But this is really nice, especially on both the doors. We got those painted. We have yet to take the plastic off the fenders, but we might just leave them on there for now until a different day. But they look good too. I think they look really good. Finally moved these into the garage, and look at them shine. Those things are absolutely perfect. So we will be leaving them in the garage until a couple of days to let them dry and cure. And until then, we won't touch them and make sure that they won't get scratched or anything. Guys, please let me know down below what y'all think about this color. Me personally, I think I like it a whole lot. So here it is. That's the blue and the black combination. I think it looks fantastic. So the guy told us if the blue paint is too dark, then it will not contrast very well with the black, and it would kind of look near the same. But the blue that we picked is light enough to actually tell the difference. But yeah, it looks really good. We accidentally scratched some of the black paint right there, so we're gonna have to get a brush and go over it with some more black paint, especially like right here where he missed a little bit. But there and there, we're gonna definitely have to repaint. That's all. Well. So if you look here, we got these bolts and all these door hinges all cleaned off. We used the tabletop grinder with the wire brush to clean this all up. We got it nice and smooth, got all the rust off. So now we're going to paint it the same color as the truck. Same with the bolts. So when we put it in, it all look good. First time spray painting with paint, let alone a metallic paint as well. So I'm going to start off small, so if I mess up, it won't be really noticeable, and we can go back and fix it if we have to. So I'm going ahead and going to start spray painting. I'm going to start on this side first, and then going to work my way around. Same concept. Yeah. Got a little bit of run. No? Yeah, but you... That's laying thicker. Alright, so you can tell the difference between the hinges that do not have the clear coat on them. As you can tell, there's kind of semi-gloss, but that's the main difference. And it looks amazing. So, we wanted to clear coat these as well because they look weird if they weren't clear coated, because the rest of the truck's going to be clear coated and shiny. So we got a little bit more so we could do like a second coat and make it even shinier and allow the clear coat to also protect the paint. So we're going to give these a few minutes to dry just a little bit.
I also want to give a huge thank you to Flash Shark Racing for letting me try out these new headers. They are stainless steel with really good welds. They improve the sound and quality, and they are a whole lot better than exhaust manifolds. So go ahead and check them out in the description below and use the code BERKS15 at checkout.